Girls is based on the Broadway musical of the same name, which in turn was based on the Mark Waters directed 2004 comedy film which starred both Lindsay Lohan as Cady and Rachel McAdams as Regina George. And, in this film, Tina Fey and Tim Meadows reprised their roles from the original film. By the way, Renee Rapp, who I think that's how you pronounce her name, also reprised her role from the Broadway production. So that's something I want to talk about. So I remember seeing the trailer for this film. Uh, my movie theater. You know how it is, like movie theater. Before a movie starts, when you go to the movies, before the movie starts, they show like a bunch of trailers. One of them for like upcoming movies. One of them was Mean Girls, and I was like, I knew that this movie was going to be so fun and so energetic, and I'm gonna have a great time. There's just something about this. And that's exactly how I felt. My God, what a blast! Like, maybe it's because I saw it with an audience. Maybe it might be different if I saw it by myself or with a lack of audience. But I went into the auditorium last night. I saw this movie last night, and I went into the auditorium, and the whole crowd, like the whole room, was like almost filled. Like it was nearly like packed. Like people are really excited and really, hyped to see this film. So yeah. And plus, the 2004, the Lindsay Lohan movie. My God, not only are there so many great quotes in that film, but like it itself is so funny, and it's one of my favorite. It's a great movie. It's a great movie overall. It's a great fun movie. So I talked to my coworker, and she knows things. She knows things more than I do. So apparently, this movie is based on the musical rather than the Lindsay Lohan movie. And I asked her some questions. I was confused. Like, wait a minute, there's a musical? I didn't know there was a Mean Girls musical. I thought this film was based on the Lindsay Lohan movie. But she told me, no, no, no. The Lindsay Lohan movie came out first, and then the Broadway musical, and then here we are now with the this film. I was like, oh, after she explained it to me, I started understanding. Okay, now I understand. It's funny. The last the last movie I saw in theaters was The Color Purple. That was like that was the last movie I saw in theater, and that movie, even though the auditorium wasn't packed, I feel like that movie might get I feel like that movie might flow, it might pass on, everyone's it might flew over a lot of people's radars. I don't think that movie's gonna get any attention, but it's a great movie. The Color Purple is a great movie. But it's funny because what's funny is that movie is also a musical too. And this movie is also a musical. So it's like the last movie I saw was a musical, and now I come back to the theaters, and the next movie I see is also a musical. Um, but hey, I don't mind. I love story combined with singing and dancing, and it's great. It's great. It's great, and I thought the performances were amazing all around. They did a great job. I'm not gonna pronounce. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce um, anyone's names, but you can look it up. But like Renee Rapp, who plays Regina George, she owned it. She owned it. But then again, this isn't her first time playing Regina George. She already played Regina on the Broadway musical, so she already has experience. And Angori Rice, who, by the way, Angori Rice, she the first movie that introduced me to her as an actress was The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling, which starred Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. And I only saw that movie once, but I had a great time watching it. I loved that movie. I remember the first. I still remember some scenes from that movie, and scenes and moments from that movie. But it's I only saw it once, and that was when it came out. But I haven't come back. I didn't went back and watch that movie since then. But I think she played not I think she played Ryan Gosling's daughter. I think it was Ryan Gosling. This wasn't Russell Crowe's daughter. Russell Crowe's like a. I feel like I mean I didn't look up the age difference, but I feel like Russell Crowe might be older than Ryan Gosling. So yeah, I think she played Ryan Gosling's daughter, and she said things and she did things that a little kid, like a typical little kid, would not say or do, and it was pretty ballsy. And it was pretty ballsy, and I thought she was great in that. And she didn't have much of a major appearances. She didn't have a much of a major role in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. She played Betty Brant, Ned's ex summer, very quick summer fling in Far From Home. She was in the newscast. The morning she did the morning announcements in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. But here I thought she had a she this is her leading role, and I thought she did a great job. She had a huge amount of chance to shine, and I thought she did a great job. Um, so yeah, I thought the musical numbers themselves they were pretty sweet. You know, if slight, but pretty sweet. I did appreciate that this movie did keep the essence of the original source material. But listen, I didn't see the Broadway musical, so I don't know, the difference between um the stage and this version of the film, so I can't really make a comment on that. But but I have seen the original Lindsay Lohan movie like everyone else did, like the rest of the world. And this film, while yes, also including musical, while also being a musical, it also included it also, it's pretty much the exact same movie, but with a musical with musical numbers and a few couple twists here and there, and one huge surprise that I did not see coming. And you know who I'm talking about. It's a cameo. Let's just say that. But yeah, I think my favorite musical number in this film has got to be Revenge Party. It was a pretty fun and energetic and colorful musical number. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean I don't know. Like, I thought the musical numbers were, pretty sweet, like I said. Um, but they didn't really grab my attention like Revenge Party did. I did like Revenge Party. Um, I mean, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm like school right now. I'm like looking through. I'm sorry. I'm just looking through all of my notes on my computer. I'm staring at my computer screen right now. I typed all of my notes to see. I don't know. It's like in bullet points. Um, I'm I'm skimming through all of my notes. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. Um, I mean, I felt maybe there might be an overabundance, maybe a little too much, not a whole lot, but a little too much on the musical numbers. But I mean, it didn't really get on my nerves or anything like that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's my review. My thoughts of Mean Girls. If you see Mean Girls, this new Mean Girls, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking time to listen to my review. I appreciate it, and I appreciate it more if you like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe, because when you subscribe to my channel, you be helping my channel by bunch, by tons, by millions. I don't know. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.